Hey team, today it's 3 minutes with Mike again, and we're going to talk about processes. This is a very important one, especially at the beginning of the year. Inventory is very low, as we know, so we need inventory. Again, those who list last. Very important. If you list, you last. So it's very important to get listings. So in order to do that, though, you really need to be on top of your A game, because this is a year where you're going to have a lot of competition. There's a lot of agents vying for the very few properties that get listed. So you need to be on top of your game. So we're going to get you a little prepared for that. And what you need to do is when you go to a listing presentation, when you're preparing for a listing, there's two things you need to keep in mind. The first is you need to have in your mind and on paper a list of the things that you need to go over with the seller. Obviously price and comps and how to get the house ready, but you need to discuss about the closing process. You need to discuss the contract. You need to discuss about multiple offers. You need to discuss about feedback and showings and what's going to happen with these crazy agents who are going to trounce through their house and not give them any feedback, or show up at their door with 5 minutes before an appointment needs to be set and you got to get out quickly. You got to discuss all those things with them. That's very important. You're setting them up for success by making sure that you are discussing these things ahead of time. The second thing that you need to look at is in the mind of the customer, right? That's one of our topics we're going to talk about later this week. But what is it that the seller wants to know? What do they know? What's important to them? Okay, obviously we know price is always important to them. But what's important to them? Why are they selling? Well, what can you do to ease their pain of this disruption in their life? What can you do to make the process simpler? These are things that they're going over in their mind. They may not even know it. So you need to make sure you have a checklist. It's very important. I would sit down. There's a million of them out there. I printed this one off. It's 2 pages. I found it on Google. Go to Etsy. Go to Pinterest. You'll find them everywhere. But you really need to print off a checklist. And then you need to go through line by line, and you need to scratch things you don't do and add the things you want to add and practice. It's simple. It's pretty simple. Practice. There's nothing else to it. I wish I could say there was a magic formula, but there's not. And what magically happens, though, is when you practice this and you put it in your mind and you rehearse it and you get it down and you get it over, when you start talking to people, you're a little more knowledgeable. You're a little more of an expert. You start putting some stuff on Facebook or advertising a little bit about it. And all of a sudden, it's that law of attraction. Because you're putting your mind and what you're thinking about out there, people are going to be attracted to it. So let's start with that this year. Let's get a good checklist together. Take you 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Make an appointment. We talked about yesterday putting things in your planner as an appointment. Make an appointment. Get your checklist. 3 minutes with Mike is out. Have a great day.